Yep, it's that time of year when my inbox and DM starts getting filled up with these types of messages. It seems like we all have that special someone who's got absolutely every tech, gizmo and device under the sun, so what do you buy them? So if you're in that position looking for cool tech ideas, this video is for you. Hey, welcome to another Talking Tech with a Techie Guy. My name's Liron Segev, where I make technology simple. If you're into phone, gadget, apps, tips and tricks and how-tos, consider hitting that subscribe button and let's get on to today's show. Right, this is a cool little device, especially for those of us who are not mechanically minded. In other words, I have a car, I know how to get from point A to B, but if something goes wrong, well, I don't know. I have to call a mechanic like everybody else does. If you know someone who's mechanically challenged like I am, well, this device makes a great gifting idea.
Has this ever happened to you? You get into your car, getting ready to go out, you switch the car on, and then you hear a beep. You look at your dashboard, and then you see some weird wacky light saying maintenance or warning required. What does that actually mean? The Zeus Smart Vehicle Health Monitor by Nonda that was sent to me for review, which plugs into your car's onboard diagnostics port, which is also known as the OBD port. If anything is wrong, it will tell you what the error code is, what the diagnosis should be, gives you a description of the problem, and in fact you can actually take that code to the mechanic, so when you go to hand in your car, you can tell him to check for that error code. Now you're armed with information and won't be ripped off.
While still on the topics of cars, if your car is an older model and doesn't have a reverse parking camera, well, perhaps you should consider this. It is a wireless reverse parking sensor. I love smart home, I love smart devices, I love smart gadgets, and this device is just one of those cool things. Now, I have got no green thumbs at all. I have no idea how much to water my lawn. I've just no idea. So this device simply takes care of all that for me. And what's even more impressive is that it checks the weather first before it simply waters the lawn. Watch this. This is what it looks like.
Now, before it starts to water your garden, based on just the schedule, we'll download the weather report for the next 24 hours, understand if it's going to rain or not, understand if it's going to be a freeze or not, and based on that information, it will decide whether it should or shouldn't water your garden.
Ever since Fortnite came out on the Nintendo Switch along with other games, my Nintendo Switch battery isn't lasting that long anymore. But that's fine because there are two power packs I want to show you which make an ideal gift as well. Look at this. We love a Nintendo Switch. What we don't love is running out of power.
So check out how cool this little guy is. 2500 milliamp hour battery. If that is still not enough and you want to go big, you got to go for the power pack. 5000 milliamp hour battery. Now this thing is a monster.
You know, as we're spending more and more hours in front of our computers, our eyes are getting strained, we're getting those splitting headaches as we plow those hours into the afternoon and evening. Well, that's because the light environment around us isn't ideal. That's when the BenQ ScreenBar comes to play, and it makes a massive difference to your productivity and saves these hours as well. Look at this.
Okay, to set it up, you take the light, you plug it into the clip, and you mount it. And in fact, let me show you what this room looks like currently. Let me just switch it off quickly. And let me look around. So now you can see I'm in the office, I've got the curtains open, the lights are on, and this is the kind of screen I'm working with. Switch it on and immediately you can see a massive difference.
Raise your arm if you've dropped a tablet or a phone this year. Yep, we all have. This is where the Cellhelmet screen protector comes into play, and it has a massive guarantee in case you do break your screen after applying it. Look at this. We've all dropped our phones or our tablets. Well, this little guy is going to make that problem go away.
So let's take a closer look at the product. So the first thing you'll notice is a $300 glass repair guarantee. I mean, that's just power right there. Next up, you got to take out the buffing cloth and then basically give it a good rub down. But over the next 24 hours, it will cure even more, making it even stronger.
If the person you're gifting for has a standing desk, this is a non-negotiable and it will love you forever. Look at this.
Oh my, this is one of those amazing inventions that every single person should have. This is the Fluidstance. It's a deck, looks like a skateboard, and essentially it's meant to keep your body moving as you're spending hours and hours in front of that computer. Now, I have a standing desk, so for me this was absolutely critical, and the idea is that as you're standing, your feet get tired if they're on a flat, hard surface. So this is a moving board. Watch this. You stand on the one side, you balance on the other, and there it is. Now, your feet are constantly at motion. Your body's constantly in motion. You can go left and right. 360s. Well, it keeps you moving, and it's amazing how much longer and how much more comfortable you are at your standing desk once you use the Fluidstance. And how awesome is this? If you like to work in socks or barefoot like I do, there's a little mat that goes as an extra bit on top of it, just to give you that extra more comfort.
You know what it's like. You take a family road trip, everybody brings their devices, but your car maybe has a couple of USB ports, so some people don't get to charge their devices. What's worse is some devices are USB type A, some of them are the type C. What do? Let me show you.
Oh yes, the stuff from RapidX is absolutely game changer, car changer I should say. Basically, it's the ability to charge your devices within your car. It expands the number of USB ports that you have, so you can charge multiple devices. Now, if you go on any family road trip, you know how many devices the kids take, how many devices you take, from GPS to cell phones to tablets to gaming consoles, it's all there. So this allows you to charge multiple devices at once. Now, I like these two. This is the C Plus and the 5 Plus, and the difference, the 5 Plus allows you just to have more ports. So one goes into your cigarette lighter, a nice long lead so you can throw it to the back so the kids can charge their devices, USB-C and normal USB, as well as got this little clip that you can kind of leave it attached or detached. And speaking of attached and detached, in fact the device disconnects. With the growing number of USB-C type of devices that we have, this is a great addition to your car. Stick it into your glove compartment and it's always there whenever you need it. Really good stuff from RapidX.
Okay, let's be honest, we all know these people. It's the overprotective parent who's a little bit too obsessive about their child. If you know someone like that and you're looking for gifting ideas for him or her, well, Verizon has this amazing GizmoWatch, which is really going to make you the favorite. Watch this.
This is the ideal present for somebody who has little kids who are not ready for cell phone yet, but the parents still want to keep in touch with them. Let me show you how it works. Essentially, it's a smartwatch, but it's only loaded with certain contacts that you have preloaded onto the phone. When your little darling wants to get in touch with you, they simply select the icon, nice and big icons as well. They've got a microphone on the one side, they've got a speaker on the other, and they're able to call you. Now, it's not just limited to phone calls, but you can send text messages as well. Now, the child doesn't have a keyboard to worry about. All they're going to do is go into messages, and there's a whole bunch of predefined messages on the phone already, which they can simply select and send it through to the parent, the guardian, whoever you actually set up as your contact. Now, if they want to, they can also send icons because emojis are pretty important. And it's very smart that they're able to send a voice note as well in case the child cannot read and write yet. There are also some other fun activities for the kids to keep them busy and playing with the device, but where the real value of this is, of course, in the parents app. Now here you have full GPS tracking of that watch, and you can even set up alerts like when the child leaves a certain geofence, a certain location. You're always in charge, you're always in control with what they can do on their phone, and in fact there are various permissions and security settings that if you're adding a certain person, maybe you don't want them to be able to see your locations, but they still need to be an emergency contact, like the school, for example. You can do all of those straight from within the app. So for any parents who work, who want to make sure that their child got off the school bus and got home safely, or anyone who just wants to keep an eye on their kids, this is a superb gift. There is no quicker way to feel like you're living in the future than being able to shout commands, and the Google Home and the Google Home Mini and the Chromecast Ultra just simply respond and do stuff for you. Check this out.
Okay Google, find my phone.
Okay Google, set timer for 17 minutes.
Okay Google, add coriander to my shopping list.
Okay, I've added coriander to your shopping list.
Link to all these products will be in the description below, so you can go check that out, along with the pricing, which is valid at the time of filming this video. Let me know if anything inspired you, and have a happy holidays. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Check out some of these other cool videos. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Talking Tech with the Techie Guy, because that's tech simple. Cheers for now.